we find a weapon that is better than a stick in the fight against our egos? And what can I do to improve
You cannot use the
myself?
stick to fight against your ego. I say jokingly sometimes, you don't listen to me, and then I'm going to use my stick, and then I'm going to... But this is nothing. You may say, oh, but isn't the stick controlling a huge lion or a tiger? You really think it's that stick? That little thing, that little whip that is controlling? Or is it the master who is controlling? So how are you going to control your ego? Do you have a master? You don't have a master. You'll never learn how to control it, never. Because you are that beast. You ever see a lion in a circus without a lion trainer because it trained itself? Huh? The lion trained itself. And then jumping, and sitting like cat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this. It's very stupid, this West kind of like circus. You ever see a lion doing that? No. So you are that beast. The beast is inside of us. You cannot train yourself to. You need a master to train. And that master is not going to use a stick. He's going to use his will. He's going to use his intelligence. Sometimes he's going to give you some candy. Sometimes he's going to have a stick. But that stick is just a symbol of his authority. That candy is just a symbol of his mercy. If you accept a trainer, you will be trained. You don't accept the trainer, you cannot be trained. Try training yourself. You cannot even train yourself to be a doctor. You cannot even train yourself by yourself to get a license for a car. You cannot. Can you? Huh? Give yourself a license to yourself saying, I train myself, so now I'm a driver. You cannot even do that. How can a man think that the biggest, most powerful thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created, other than our spirit, which is the ego, because it has the power to disobey Allah, to declare itself as much a Lord as Allah is, how you can claim that you'll be able to control it without a master? How? I say, I have a master, but you're not changing. You don't have a master. You have the title that you have a master, but you are not going for the training. You're not being disciplined. You're not knowing. Or worse, you're in complete disobedience, complete stubbornness. Master is saying, go right, you go left. Master is saying, stop, you go. You're doing the opposite. But you say, but I have a master. No, you don't. You have your rebellious nature that is rebelling against the master. That you have, but you don't have a master. And the ego is going to trick you in 1,000 different ways. If you're not watching for the small ways, then you're going to be tricked in the big ways very easily. Don't worry, dunya is going to find a way to trick you. We are trying. We are weak. There are some weaknesses that you may say, Allah watching, say, okay, we may cover for you because you're doing so many wrong things. But you're doing so many right things, and the wrong things that you're doing is actually only harming yourself. But when you do something wrong that harms other people, and you're being rebellious, and you're being stubborn, that time their shafaat cannot reach you until you yourself wake up and you say, I have done something wrong, I'm asking for shafaat from you. Then there are those things that is going to destroy lives. How? You think because you're destroying lives. You don't admit that. If you don't admit that you're destroying lives, that means you don't admit it is a big sin. And the shafa'at is only for those ones that the Prophet says of my nation who commit big sins. All the prophets will ask for shafa'at. Do you think they committed sins? Do you think they commit big sins? Hasha. Yet, when mankind is running to them to ask for their intercession, because they have intercession too, they have limited intercession. What is the sin, so-called, that they say? I cannot help you because I myself need the intercession of the Prophet. What is it that they say? What is it that Isa alayhi salam said? Did he commit anything wrong? He didn't. But he said, because my nation is worshipping me as Allah, and I'm ashamed to face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with that. What my nation is doing, not what he himself is doing. For that reason, I am worried about my safety. He considers that not committed by him, by others, by his nation. He considers that a big sin as if he himself has done it. Now if the tariqat, if the jamaat, if the association is not teaching you your failings, your wrong things, that they are big things, how it's affecting people, how it's taking the rights of other people especially, then that is a failure. That association is a failure. If it's making you to realize, I must be responsible, I must watch what I say. Is this reaching to other people? Is it destroying, or is it only to me? To you, to yourself, is easy. They don't even have to offer that. They can just say, I have some credit. Erase that from his records. But when you're starting to take the rights of others, now they say, now what can we do now? We cannot even cover for you. Because now it's touching this one, and this one. So we have to be careful. We have to be awake. And may Allah forgive us, inshallah. Yes, this is the month of Mawlid, still the month of the mercy to all the worlds. As much as we understand we are in need of mercy, as much as we understand we're in need of mercy because we have done this wrong thing and this wrong thing and this wrong thing to others, as much as we understand that, that much more mercy we're going to get. If we are not understanding that we've done wrong, that we've taken the rights of others, that we've become zalim, cruel, an oppressor to others, if you don't admit that, mercy will not touch you. Because you consider yourself, why should I need mercy? I didn't do anything wrong. When you don't think you need mercy, when you don't think you've done anything wrong, no mercy was going to reach you. So yes, this is not just a month to sing songs and to miss the Prophet ﷺ and to wish that he is here and to say that he is here and to talk about his greatness. It is a month for us to understand how far we are from him, how close he is to us, yes, but how far we are from him. And to make that distance smaller. That time when we ask for him, we say, I've done these things, and these things are making me to be very far away from you. Help me, forgive me, make me to become closer to you. That time, the month of mercy will reach to us for the rest of the months too, inshallah, until we die. Al-Fatiha.